A Chinese Coast Guard ship supposedly blocked Filipino fishermen from entering traditional fishing grounds in the West Philippine Sea on Monday. This is the latest reported harassment by the Chinese Coast Guard in the disputed waters. The list includes the sinking of a Filipino vessel back in 2019. But the fresh incident comes on the heels of the passage of China's Coast Guard law. It allows their Coast Guard to fire at foreign vessels deemed to be encroaching on seas which they claim. For Senator Risa Hontiveros, China is back to harassing Filipino fishers in the West Philippine Sea. She wants Malacanang to denounce China's bullying immediately, saying the encounter is unacceptable. But for presidential spokesperson Harry Roque, the senator has no right to dictate what the chief executive must do.
Alam niyo po, meron tayong separation of powers. Hindi niya kinakailangan sabihin kung anong gagawin ng presidente. Ang presidente po ay naninindigan na siya ay presidente ng Pilipino, poprotektahan niya mga Pilipino, at kung kinakailangan, ay paninindigan po niya ito. No?
The palace says China has to follow the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea or UNCLOS. It prohibits any form of violence unless by way of self-defense or authorized by the Security Council. Meanwhile, the palace welcomed the move of the Department of Foreign Affairs to file a new diplomatic protest against China's law. Roque said this proves the government's full commitment to rule of law and in defense of the rights of its people. Foreign Affairs Secretary Teddy Boy Locsin initially said that China's new law is none of our business, but he backtracked and decided to formally contest the measure as he now sees the law as a verbal threat of war to any country that defies it. In a phone call, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken assured Locsin that America will stand by the Philippines against China's pressure in the West Philippine Sea. But for the director of the UP Institute for Maritime Affairs and Law of the Sea, the country should do a multilateral approach and coordinate with its neighbors in the region.
Well, worldwide, of course, all Coast Guards have the authority to use force in the course of law enforcement as civilian vessels. No? But that's fine if they do it only in their own undisputed and legitimate waters. The problem with China, as we've been pointing out, is that they extend the application of their laws even in waters that are not legitimately theirs.
For News 5, Ria Fernandez, We Are One News.